Well, welcome back, everyone. It was an exciting week in markets last week with a great bounce in the front half of the week, and in the back half of the week, our strategies turned to more intraday trading rather than intra-week swing. Now, in videos just like these that you may have seen yesterday, I was able to do some intraday trading in front of our active trader room, where all of you new wealth charters have access to the room and got to see me do that yesterday in market, primarily with one contract trading. In the active trader room, it's usually one or two contracts that I'm trading with. And again, in today's market, got to do the same and trade in front of members. Well, between Thursday and Friday, if you add them both up, well, that pretty much pays for my Wealth Charts membership for the year. Now, the strategies and the insights and the tools that we heard Rob teach us last week in the Wealth 365 Summit were what we were employing in the active trader room on Friday, on Thursday, and as we do each day of the week. Now, what you're looking at right now is a market that's closed. There's my live dome that you can see on the screen. It is past 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday as I record this, and I know you're watching this on the weekend, so I want to give you a little wrap on how we ended the week, and of course, looking a little forward and looking ahead after the NASDAQ rebalance. Well, what did we talk about yesterday in, Thursday's video? Let's take the dome off the screen here for a second and give you, again, a full view of the 4-hour time frame, the hour, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about the intraday trading on Friday that we did. So on Thursday, after hours, gave you that video saying that there may still be a little downside risk to go. We did perforate the champion trend buy zone, 20, 30 points, $2, $3 lower. Well, not all of that has come off the table yet. We got a bounce into the open of Friday morning that was primarily driven by bearish positions closing, adding accelerant to the market, closing based on the options expiry, of course, that happened on Friday. Now, during the day on Friday, from a 4-hour candlestick perspective, you've got the 6 a.m. bar, then you've got the 10 a.m. bar, and then you've got the 2 p.m. bar. So we've clearly turned back down from the up that happened, of course, in the pre-market, primarily and overnight. Now, you can get a more granular view of that on the hourly time frame, but I want to really talk you through the signals across both and land you at a spot where what is the insight support for early next week. So you can see that the hourly chart going from the wee hours of the morning on the 21st of July, rode up, and as we got to the 8 a.m. Eastern Time bar, we got right up to the top of that champion trend sell zone. The 9 a.m. bar, we actually perforated it. We opened right in and around that champion trend sell zone, shot a little further up, but very quickly came right back down. And we did see the market give us on an hourly chart time frame signals that continued to remain more to the sell side. But there was some mixed action. You can see that if I zoom in over here a little bit on that big red bar, that's the 9 a.m. bar, right over there, the champion cross sell signal was in play, red dot. Next bar it was in play, but we made some positive momentum shifts. And we had a whole bunch of sideways actioning as participants were scattered into the after hours, getting their rebalance ready and all that jazz, and of course getting ready for the OpX. What happened as we moved into the last 2 hours of trade was more downside action. And that downside action came with us being left in a sell signal state with high octane bearish fuel being used on the hourly chart. And of course, going back and taking that back to the 4-hour chart, you can see that we're pushing back down on the slow spike and the fast spikes below the bottom of the channel. This does leave us with a little bit of lingering negativity. Now, I did that trading earlier today and in the afternoon, primarily on the short side. I think it was almost all exclusively on the short side. And of course, again, very limited in size of contracts. In the active trader room, I'm doing 1 or 2 contracts, usually in front of folks. So now, take the insight that we provided on Thursday, even to members earlier in the week, that the back half of the week might be bumpier. And it's probably going to be more about day trading. And that's really the strategies that we use to control market risk. Now, if we go back in time and we take that 5-minute chart back earlier this morning, and you take a look at right after the open, what happened? Well, in the hour of power on Wealth Charts, where folks can hear me broadcast live each morning for you Wealth Charters, you can log in, hear Lori speak at around 8:45. I come in shortly after that, take you into the open. In that hour of power, well, you heard me say in advance, likely we are going to see some sort of a dip out of the gates. That dip could be bought back in, but it's not likely going to be one that takes us up, up, and away. And indeed, the signal structure gave me that edge. We continued to see the signals continue to point us down. We got the champion cross sell zone, red dot on the 5-minute chart right there at 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time, champion trend sell zone, wealth signal. Now, there was some choppy action, but indeed, we did come down to a low, came back down to that low, and then the market went into a mode where you can clearly see from the slow spike, the green line, it came out from under the bottom of the channel, and we thinned out on the sell zone. So the market didn't unravel. There was some stickiness. A major support area held. We did come right back up to that champion trend sell zone, did not break it and sustain above, perforated it, and the market clung to try and hold above it, but wasn't able to. Fell back down. Another attempt up did actually break that champion trend sell zone. A lot of chop in that range, but it did succumb to the bigger time frame signals into the end of the day, where folks got to see me do some shorting live on screen as well. And we got that picture perfect kind of play. You got your champion cross, you got your IRB, you got your champion trend, largely all on one bar. And then, of course, the zone started to thin out, then it expanded, and once that wealth signal kicked in, got an IRB sell strategy, wealth signal, breakout forecaster, right in and around the 2:55 p.m. Eastern bar and on. We had most of the things that are required that you've heard Rob teach you, me expound on, using the Wealth Chart member exclusive indications, the Champion Trend Pack, of course, and the other exclusive indications, allowing us to go, okay, we're now in a place where it's going down very likely, and that was really starting at that 3 p.m. hour, and boy, did the signals work out, and down we went. Now, into the end of the day, as that rebalance could have created some fireworks after hours, it didn't. Monday morning, the insight to you is we are still likely left with some negativity that needs to unwind. I'm going to take my dome off the screen here and give you that daily chart now so you can get a view of how that daily chart and how that weekly chart are shaping up from a signal standpoint. And you heard it on videos earlier last week. You heard me come out to you and give you the insight that very likely, this is a dip and bounce type situation. So as you look at the daily chart with all the signals on it right now, you can see very clearly over here that down day yesterday, bearish reversal type day on Friday, and I know you're watching on Sunday. So now you know that we are starting to lose that high octane bullish fuel, but we're still in a buy signal state. So again, very similar to what I presented on Thursday. It's probably still a little bit more to go. Could be 20, 30, maybe 40 points of a dip. Get down into that champion cross buy zone, rip right back up would be the idea. That's what I'm looking for. I hope that this video has been helpful, along with the core strategies that Rob taught, I'm expounding on here with you, and showing members how to employ in market each day in the active trader room. We're looking really forward to seeing you back here live for the next video, of course, and for all you wealth charters, looking very much forward to tackling the week ahead with you as well in the active trader room and on wealth charts during the hour of power. Went a long way to paying for that membership. And again, I can't guarantee results like these are always going to be there. Past performance is not indicative of future results, nor track record. Keep in mind, trading involves risk. Consult your advisor before making any decisions. I hope you have a great Sunday. Looking forward to tackling the week ahead with you. Rob shouts out hi, was just on the phone with him, and wishes everyone a wonderful weekend. Looking forward to seeing you in videos just like these next week. Have a great weekend and a rest of your Sunday. Bye for now, folks.